Taiwan. Its history, politics, economy, and global significance. Taiwan, also known as Formosa, is an island nation off the southeastern coast of China. It is a region of considerable economic prowess, technological advancement, and a complex geopolitical status. Taiwan, known in Chinese as the Republic of China, has a rich and tumultuous history. Its earliest known settlers were Austronesian-speaking indigenous peoples, and by the 17th century, European colonial powers such as the Dutch and the Spanish had established outposts on the island. In 1683, the Qing dynasty of China incorporated Taiwan into its empire. However, following the First Sino-Japanese War in 1895, Taiwan was ceded to Japan, which ruled the island until the end of World War II in 1945. After Japan's defeat in 1945, Taiwan was placed under the administrative control of the ROC. However, a new chapter unfolded when the Chinese Civil War concluded in 1949. The Chinese Communist Party, CCP, led by Mao Zedong, established the People's Republic of China, PRC, on the mainland, forcing the ROC government, led by the Kuomintang, KMT, under Chiang Kai-shek, to retreat to Taiwan. Since then, Taiwan has maintained a separate government, developing its own identity distinct from mainland China. Taiwan's political status is one of the most contentious issues in global geopolitics. The PRC claims Taiwan as a breakaway province, asserting that it must eventually be reunified with the mainland, by force if necessary. However, Taiwan functions as a de facto independent state, with its own government, military, and constitution. Although Taiwan has its own democratic system, only a small number of countries formally recognize it as an independent country due to diplomatic pressures from the PRC. Most nations, including the United States and members of the European Union, follow a One China policy, acknowledging the PRC as the legitimate government of China. Nonetheless, many of these countries maintain unofficial relations with Taiwan, often through trade, cultural exchanges, and informal diplomatic missions. This delicate arrangement reflects the desire of many nations to balance their relationships with both Beijing and Taipei. Taiwan has developed into one of Asia's most robust democracies. After decades of martial law under the KMT, political reforms began in the late 1980s, leading to the island's first democratic presidential election in 1996. Taiwan now operates as a multi-party democracy, with the Democratic Progressive Party, DPP, and the Kuomintang as the two main political factions. The DPP generally advocates for a stronger Taiwanese identity, often challenging the notion of reunification with China. Conversely, the KMT tends to favor closer economic ties with the mainland, though it stops short of advocating for full reunification. In recent years, public opinion in Taiwan has shown a growing sense of national identity, with more citizens identifying as Taiwanese rather than Chinese, a trend that aligns with support for maintaining the status quo rather than reunifying with China. Taiwan is renowned for its economic dynamism, with a high-income economy that ranks among the most advanced in Asia. It experienced rapid industrialization in the latter half of the 20th century, becoming one of the four Asian tigers, alongside South Korea, Hong Kong, and Singapore. Taiwan's economy is driven by manufacturing, especially in the electronics sector, where it has become a leading global player. The semiconductor industry is the crown jewel of Taiwan's economy. Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, is the world's largest contract chip manufacturer, responsible for producing over half of the world's semiconductors. This dominance in a critical sector has placed Taiwan at the heart of global technology supply chains, making it a significant player in industries such as consumer electronics, automotive manufacturing, and artificial intelligence. The triangular relationship between Taiwan, China, and the United States is critical to understanding East Asia's security landscape. While the U.S. does not officially recognize Taiwan as a separate country, It maintains a unique relationship with the island under the Taiwan Relations Act, enacted in 1979. This legislation commits the U.S. to support Taiwan's self-defense capability, and to regard any attempt to alter Taiwan's status through non-peaceful means as a matter of grave concern. The U.S. has consistently sold defensive weapons to Taiwan, which has sparked tensions with Beijing. China has vowed to unify Taiwan with the mainland, under the one country, two systems framework used in Hong Kong. However, this proposal has been met with widespread resistance in Taiwan, particularly as Hong Kong's political autonomy has been increasingly constrained under Chinese rule. The Taiwanese public and political leaders view this framework with skepticism, fearing it would undermine their democratic freedoms. The relationship between Taiwan and the United States has grown closer in recent years, with bipartisan support in Washington for a more assertive stance toward China. The U.S. has increased its diplomatic and economic engagement with Taiwan, including high-level visits by American officials, which have further strained relations between Washington and Beijing. The Taiwan Strait is a potential flashpoint for conflict in East Asia. China's military modernization, combined with its rhetoric about Taiwan's reunification, has heightened concerns about a possible military confrontation. The U.S., along with its allies in the region, has ramped up security cooperation and conducted freedom of navigation operations to challenge Beijing's military posturing in the Indo-Pacific. Taiwan's own defense strategy emphasizes asymmetric warfare, aiming to deter a larger, technologically advanced adversary by leveraging strengths in areas such as cyber capabilities, mobile missile systems, and coastal defenses. Taiwan's strategic position in the South China Sea adds another layer to its importance, as the region is a critical trade route through which significant global trade passes. Taiwan has a rich cultural tapestry that reflects both indigenous traditions and influences from Chinese, Japanese, and Western cultures. Its society is known for being inclusive and progressive, particularly within Asia. Taiwan became the first country in Asia to legalize same-sex marriage in 2019, underscoring its commitment to social and civil liberties. The island has also gained international recognition for its environmental and sustainability efforts, promoting green energy and environmentally friendly practices. Taiwan's vibrant arts scene, culinary diversity, and annual cultural events, such as the Lantern Festival and Dragon Boat Festival, demonstrate a unique blend of traditional and modern influences. Taiwan faces an uncertain future amid growing tensions between the U.S. and China, which could impact its strategic and economic prospects. Yet, Taiwan continues to punch above its weight on the global stage, thanks to its technological innovation, robust democracy, and resilience. As the world increasingly acknowledges Taiwan's contributions, particularly in the tech sector, calls for its greater inclusion in international organizations such as the World Health Organization, WHO, have become stronger. Ultimately, Taiwan's future depends on a delicate balance of maintaining its sovereignty, engaging with global allies, and navigating the complex dynamics with China. While the road ahead is uncertain, Taiwan's unique cultural identity, strong economic foundations, and commitment to democratic values underscore its significance in both regional and global contexts. In conclusion, Taiwan's story is one of resilience and adaptability in the face of formidable challenges. Its strategic importance, technological prowess, and vibrant democracy make it a critical player in East Asia, positioning it as an island with global significance that cannot be overlooked.